We didn't say it out loud, but it was in the room.
In the way you stopped looking
like you used to.
We kept talking like normal,
like nothing had changed.
But every word felt empty,
and nothing felt the same.
I could feel it in your sighs, in the space between us both.
Every time we tried to fix it,
we just got a little cold.
I was holding on to moments
that were already gone,
trying not to face the truth now,
that we stayed too long.
We both knew it was over,
but we didn't walk away.
Kept pretending we were something
we stopped being anyway.
We both knew it was over,
but we stayed inside the lie.
Sometimes leaving is the answer,
but we let it slowly die.
I stopped asking you questions,
you stopped asking me why.
We just lived in the distance
without saying goodbye.
I remember how it felt once, when your love felt like home.
Now I'm sitting right beside you, and I've never felt so
alone. We both knew it was over,
but we didn't walk away.
Kept pretending we were something
we stopped being anyway.
We both knew it was over,
but we stayed inside the lie.
Sometimes leaving is the answer,
but we let it slowly die. I was waiting for a moment,
I was waiting for a sign.
I was hoping you would say it,
I was hoping you'd be fine.
I was scared to be the first one,
I was scared to let it go.
so we stayed inside the silence,
watching everything fall slow.
We both knew it was over,
and we still chose to stay.
every second we kept holding
Took a little more away.
we both knew it was over. Now I finally see it clear.
Some things don't need a reason,
They just disappear.
we both knew it was over. We just stayed anyway.
We kept waking up together
like it still meant something real.
going through the same motions emotions,
like we still knew how to feel.
I stopped reaching for your hand now.
You stopped calling out my name,
but we stayed inside the moment, like nothing
had changed.
I could see it in your distance, in the way you turned away. Every time we tried to fix it,
we just found less to say.
I was standing in the doorway,
so many nights alone,
but I never walked out of it,
even when I should have gone.
But neither of us left, even when we knew the truth. We kept holding on to nothing,
like there was something left to lose.
but neither of us left, even when it fell apart. We stayed longer than we needed,
in a place without a heart. I don't know what kept me there now. Maybe fear or maybe time. Maybe something in the silence made it harder to decide.
I was waiting for a reason,
For a moment to appear,
but the truth was always with us.
we just kept it out of reach.
But neither of us left, even when we knew the truth.
We kept holding on to nothing,
Like there was something left to lose.
but neither of us left,
Even when it fell apart,
we stayed longer than we needed, in a place without a heart.
I was hoping you would say it.
I was hoping you would go.
I was waiting for the ending.
I already knew.
I already knew.
I was scared to be alone now,
I was scared to start again,
so we stayed inside the silence, like we didn't know the end. But neither of us left,
and it cost us both too much.
every moment that we stayed there, we lost a little touch.
But neither
of us left.
Now there's nothing left to feel.
Sometimes staying is the breaking,
Sometimes leaving
is the heal. But neither of us left, and we lost ourselves instead.
We stopped saying what we needed, stopped asking if we're okay. Let the quiet fill the spaces where our words just fell away.
I could feel it getting colder in the way we let things be.
We were living in the silence
like it couldn't swallow me.
I kept waiting for a moment where we'd finally break it down. But the longer that we stayed here, the less we made a sound.
Every feeling went unspoken, every truth we pushed aside.
We were sitting in the same room,
but 1,000 miles inside. We stayed too long in silence,
let it take what we had left.
Every word we never said now sits heavy in my chest.
We stayed too long in silence, till there was nothing to say.
Sometimes quiet ain't just peaceful, sometimes it fades love away. I don't know when it started, when we chose to let it be, when we traded all the honesty for this quiet in between.
I was hoping you would notice that I wasn't really there,
but you sat right next to me now, like you didn't even care. We stayed too long in silence,
let it take what we had left. Every word
we never said now sits heavy in my chest. We stayed too long in silence,
till there was nothing to say.
there's nothing to say. Sometimes quiet ain't just peaceful, sometimes it fades love away.
Whoa, I was waiting for a question,
I was waiting for a sign,
I was hoping you would see me.
I was lost inside my mind,
I was holding on to something,
I was letting it all go,
and the silence kept on growing
till it swallowed us whole. We stayed too long in silence,
and we lost what we once knew.
All the love we never spoke now turned into something untrue.
Whoa,
We stayed too long in silence.
now there's nothing left to say.
Sometimes not saying anything is what makes love fade. We stayed too long in silence, and it took everything.
the same bed, still say good morning out of place,
still move around each other like we know each other's space.
But there's nothing in the feeling, nothing left behind the touch.
We just follow what we're used to, even if it ain't much.
I still reach for you in passing,
like my body doesn't know
that the love we used to live in
packed its things a while ago.
We don't question how it happened,
we don't try to understand,
we just live inside the pattern
like it's all we ever planned. Love turned into habit, something we just do.
We don't feel it like we used to,
but we don't know something new. Love turned into habit,
and we never drew the line.
We kept holding on to something
that was fading over time.
I don't miss you when you're gone now,
and that scares me more than pain,
'cause I used to feel your absence.
Now it all feels the same.
I remember how it felt once,
when your love felt like a spark.
now it's just a quiet routine, moving through the dark. Love turned into habit, something we just do.
We don't feel it like we used to,
but we don't know something new. Love turned into habit,
and we never drew the line.
we kept holding on to something
that was fading over time.
I was hoping it would change now,
I was hoping it would stay,
I was waiting for a feeling
that already slipped away.
I was holding on to comfort,
I was holding on to fear,
and we call it something real, while it disappeared. Love turned into habit,
and we finally see it clear.
we've been living in the motion
While the meaning disappeared,
Love turned into habit,
and we let it go too far.
sometimes staying feels familiar,
But it breaks you where you are.
love turned into habit, and we stayed anyway.
I don't feel it
When you touch me,
don't react the way I did.
There was fire in the beginning, now there's nothing where it lived.
I don't cry when we're in silence.
I don't break when you pull away.
There's a quiet kind of nothing
where my heart used to stay.
I don't fight you like I used to. I don't care enough to try.
There was meaning in the tension.
Now there's nothing left to fight.
I don't ask you what you're thinking. I don't need to understand.
We just sit inside the distance like we both already planned.
We stopped feeling anything,
and we didn't even know
when the love we used to carry
started letting go.
We stopped feeling anything.
Now it's empty when we stay.
Sometimes losing all the feeling is how love fades away. I remember how it felt once, how it lived inside my chest.
Now it's just a quiet absence,
like I'm finally at rest.
but this peace don't feel like healing.
It don't feel like moving on.
It just feels like something ended,
and we stayed too long. We stopped feeling anything, and we didn't even know
when the love we used to carry
started letting go. We stopped feeling anything.
now it's empty when we stay.
Sometimes losing all the feeling is how love fades away.
I was waiting for a feeling,
I was waiting for it too,
I was hoping it would find me
like it used to do.
I was scared of losing everything,
I was scared of feeling pain,
but we lost it in the silence.
and it never came again. We stopped feeling anything,
And we finally see it clear,
all the love we tried to hold on to
disappeared right here.
We stopped feeling anything.
Now there's nothing left to lose.
Sometimes numb is what you become when love stops choosing you. We stop feeling anything,
And we didn't even notice. You were sitting right beside me,
but it didn't feel the same.
I was looking at your face now,
like I didn't know your name.
all the things I used to read in you,
I can't find them anymore.
there's a distance in your presence
I don't recognize for sure.
I can feel it in the tension, in the way we barely speak. Every moment feels familiar, but it's hollow underneath.
I remember who we were once,
but I can't feel it again.
now standing in the same place
with someone I don't understand.
You feel like a stranger, even when you were close.
All the love we used to carry
turned into a ghost. You felt like a stranger,
and I didn't know when.
the person that I love the most became someone I don't understand.
I don't reach for you in silence.
I don't lean into your touch
There's a space between our bodies.
that says more than enough.
I was hoping I could find you,
Somewhere underneath the past,
but the closer that I look now,
the less of you I have.
you felt like a stranger.
Even when you were close,
All the love we used to carry
turned into a ghost.
You felt like a stranger,
And I didn't know when
the person that I love the most
became someone I don't understand.
I was trying to recognize you.
I was losing who I was.
I was holding on to something.
That was never really us.
I was searching in your eyes now,
I was somewhere far away
and we both became strangers
without leaving the place.
You felt like a stranger.
And I finally see it clear.
Sometimes love don't really end.
It just disappears.
You felt like a stranger.
And there's nothing left to prove.
Sometimes losing someone slowly
Feels like losing you. You felt like a stranger, and I didn't know when.
we lay down in the same bed, but we didn't feel the same.
There was nothing in the silence, nothing left to say your name.
I could feel the space between us, even when you held me close.
There was something missing in it,
Something
only we would know.
I was staring at the ceiling while you turned the other way. Every night question. We were too afraid to say.
I remember when it meant something, when your touch could bring me peace.
Now it feels like just a habit
that we never chose to leave. We slept without meaning,
like we had nowhere to go.
Holding on to something empty,
Just because
we didn't know. We slept without meaning,
and we let it
feel okay.
sometimes staying
In the moment
is just easier
than walking away.
I don't reach for you in darkness.
I don't wait for you to move.
There's no comfort in your presence.
There's no proof of what we knew.
I was hoping for a feeling
that would bring us back to life,
but there's nothing left between us.
that feels honest in the night. We slept without meaning,
Like we had nowhere to go.
holding on to something empty,
Something empty,
just because we didn't know.
oh, we slept without meaning,
We slept without meaning,
and we let it feel okay.
sometimes staying in the moment
It's just easier
than walking away.
I was lying next to someone.
I was lying there alone.
I was hoping you would find me.
I was already gone.
I was trying to remember,
I was trying not to feel.
and we slept inside a silence
That was never really real.
We slept without meaning, and we finally see it clear.
All the nights we tried to save it,
Just kept breaking what was here.
we slept without meaning,
And we let it go too far.
sometimes sharing the same space
Don't mean you know.
who you are. We slept without meaning,
And we stayed anyway. You were right there beside me, but I couldn't feel you close. There was something in the distance
that we never chose.
I kept
Waiting for a moment
where I'd feel you like before.
but the closer that you held me, the less I felt it more.
I was there, but not really. Like my heart was somewhere else, going through the same motions, but I wasn't being myself.
I remember how you looked at me, like I was already gone,
And I didn't even notice till everything felt wrong.
I missed you while you were there, even when you held me near.
All the love we used to carry
Disappeared right here. I missed you while you were there,
and I didn't know it then.
sometimes losing someone slowly
It's how it really ends.
I don't blame you for the silence, I don't blame you for the space. We both felt it slipping from us, we just couldn't face.
I was sitting in the moment,
Hoping it would come back through,
but I think I started missing
the version of you I knew. I missed you while you were there.
even when you held me near.
All the love we used to carry
Disappeared right here,
I missed you while you were there,
and I didn't know it then.
sometimes losing someone slowly is how it really ends.
I was calling out your name now.
I was lost inside myself,
I was trying just to find you.
I was someone else,
I was holding on to memories,
I was letting go inside.
and we both were slowly leaving.
Even while we stayed side by side, I missed you while you were there.
And I finally understand
All the love I thought we had now,
what's slipping through our hands.
I missed you while you were there.
Now there's nothing left to say.
Sometimes losing someone slowly
Happens right in front of you
every day. I missed you while you were there,
and I didn't even know.
We never had that moment where we said it face to face.
No goodbye, no final words,
No last
It just faded in the silence, like it slowly slipped away.
And we kept on living through it, like it wasn't ending anyway.
I don't remember when it happened, I just know it disappeared. All the things that felt so certain ain't the same from here.
We didn't break it all at once, we didn't watch it fall apart. It just slowly lost its meaning, till there was no heart.
We didn't end it,
it just died.
Somewhere in between the days,
all the love we used to carry faded quietly away.
we didn't end it,
It just died.
and we never said goodbye.
Sometimes things don't really break, they just disappear with time.
I kept thinking we could fix it,
If we ever tried again,
but the truth was in the distance.
we were already at the end.
There was nothing left to hold now, nothing left to understand, just the echo of a feeling
Slipping through our hands. We didn't end it, it just died. Somewhere in between the days, all the love we used to carry faded quietly away.
we didn't end it,
It just died.
and we never said goodbye.
Sometimes things don't really break, they just disappear with time.
I was waiting for a moment,
I was waiting for a sign.
I was hoping we could save it.
It was gone before we
I was
tried.
holding on to something,
I was letting go inside,
and we never even noticed.
when it slowly died. We didn't end it, it just died.
And I finally see it clear.
All the love we thought we had now disappeared right here. We didn't end it, it just died.
And there's nothing left to prove.
Sometimes losing something slowly is the hardest kind of true. We didn't end it, it just died. We didn't end it.
It just died. We held on to every moment,
Even when it slipped away, tried to keep it all together long after it couldn't stay.
I remember how it started,
how it felt so full and real. Now I'm standing in the ending, with nothing left to feel.
We didn't know when to stop it, didn't know when to let go. Kept on pushing through the silence, like it still had room to grow. Every piece we tried to save now just broke a little more, till there wasn't anything left worth holding on for.
We stayed until nothing was left,
till there was nothing to lose.
every moment that we held on
just wore away the truth.
We stayed until nothing was left,
Till it all
faded to gray. Sometimes loving something too long
is what takes it away.
I don't hate you for the ending,
I don't blame you for the past.
some things only exist for moments.
Some things were never meant to last,
I was scared to lose the feeling,
but I lost it anyway.
now I'm learning how to leave it
And still be okay.
We stayed until nothing was left,
Till there was nothing to lose. Every moment that we held on
just wore away the truth. We stayed until nothing was left,
till it all
faded to gray. Sometimes loving something too long is what takes it away.
I was holding on to something,
I was holding on to you,
I was scared to let it leave me.
I didn't know what to do.
I was hoping it would change now,
I was hoping it would stay,
but we stayed until there was nothing.
left to take away. We stayed until nothing was left,
And I finally understand all the love we tried to carry
slipped right through our hands. We stayed until nothing was left,
and there's peace in that somehow.
sometimes ending without meaning
Still brings you back around.
We stayed until nothing was left,
And now there's nothing left
to lose.